Welcome everyone to this edition of Blue Swish Basketball as the Triton Trojans travel to the pit to take on the Northwood Lady Panthers. I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. In this Tuesday night matchup, we get to see Mark Heater coach against his former school. He led Triton to back-to-back state championships back in the early 2000s. Mark Heater is now in his second season as Panthers head coach, coming in after the Panthers won their second state championship in school history. He is a young group, but there's size and potential. As many know here in the Trojan country, he will coach up and get the absolute best out of his players. This is still a team that has size and potential to make things hard for any team that they're going to face down the road. And Kennedy Crawl is here trying to take on the historically good Northwood Lady Panthers. Triton comes in after a huge win at Wawasee on Saturday night where we saw the Blue Swish be dominant in the paint, shooting 41% inside the arc and going on a huge fourth quarter run after trailing by one going into that fourth and final quarter. Coach Crawl was fired up and proud of her team, but was ready to get back to work with this group of girls who are showing toughness and battling through adversity, which those traits will pay off during the huge games down the road. Triton, for me tonight, got to get off to a good start and finish strong. Play that team basketball that we saw so well against Wawasee and use that defensive intensity to really dictate what you want to do on offense. They need to get back to that free throw line, doing a real good job there as far as improving 61%. Was 7 and 12 there against Wawasee, but we saw some key free throws hit there late in the game by Atkins and Veers down the stretch. Keep the Windex on hand as this group here has continued to out-rebound opponents 34-31 per game. And Triton 206-186 allowed as they continue to clean the glass well, and they need to continue to turn that defense into offense. Northwood coming in, need to play as a group, win the battle in the paint. They got they shoot well, extremely well inside the arc. The rebounding numbers are there. This is, like I said, a young group that, but Coach Heater, this intensity is going to be there. He's going to have a good game plan set up for Northwood coming into this one. We are set to see this matchup after not seeing this matchup a season ago. It's the Panthers hosting the Trojans from the pit. The battle's next, right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 22 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the pit here at beautiful Northwood High School. And thank you for attending tonight's varsity girls basketball contest between Triton High School and Northwood Panthers. The Indiana High School Athletic Association requests that you model good sportsmanship by refraining from derogatory cheers, chants, or behavior towards students, coaches, officials, or other spectators. The IHSAA and Northwood are committed to a welcoming environment that promotes fair play and respect for all, and expect the same from each of you here tonight. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the visiting Lady Trojans of Triton. At guard, a senior, number 4, Taryn Yates. At guard, a sophomore, number 12, Jocelyn Faulkner. At guard, a junior, number 14, Kinsey Atkins. At forward, a senior, number 10, Jolie Groves. And at forward, a sophomore, number 34, Addison Veers. The Lady Trojans are coached by Kennedy Crawl. And now, Panther fans, on your feet and make some noise for your Black Swish! At guard, a sophomore, number 15, Jocelyn Edwards. At guard, a sophomore, number 22, Hannah Chubb. At forward, a sophomore, number 33, Karis Bennett. At post, a freshman, number 30, Brooklyn Red. And at the other post this evening, number 25, a junior, Aaliyah Bonner. The Black Swish is coached by Mr. Mark Heater. Tonight's officials, Ronnie Branch, Lewis Brown, and John Wright.
So the starting five's out there for both teams. Out there for Triton, Taryn Yates, Jolie Groves, Jocelyn Faulkner, Kinsey Atkins, and Addison Veers. The 5 out there for Triton. Out there for Northwood, Jocelyn Edwards, Hannah Chupp, Aaliyah Bonner, Brooklyn Red and Karis Bennett. The 5 out there as we're going to see Bonner get ready to get the tip, get underway here from the pit with Addison Veers. Get their final instructions. Ball's up. Northwood will control the tip as Red's got it. She'll work here on the near side. Bennett works it back up top. Let their offense take shape. Into the corner. 3 ball on the way, off the mark. Rebound goes to Faulkner. Missed there from Bennett. Triton in transition. Kinsey Atkins thought about it, works it back to Yates. Yates bottom on top of the key to Groves. She'll work left to Faulkner. Nice closeout defense by Northwood. Triton, good ball move, finds Veers open and banks. And the bank is there. Triton gets the first basket to drop. Triton going to go with some full court pressure defense. We saw him run that against Wawasee and did extremely well with it. Edwards now with the basketball. She'll drive, goes underneath the basket, walks the tightrope on the baseline, and Jocelyn Faulkner knocks it away. She'll leave it for Yates as she goes to reset. Atkins down the left wing. Feeds down low to Veers. Veers has got position on Red with the hook shot up and in. And Addison Veers had a career high 27 at Wawasee on Saturday night. Has the first 2 buckets to drop here for Triton. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Faulkner there. As she and Karis Bennett were fighting for the ball. So the first foul of the night belongs to the Trojans.
That's it. It's a pretty good start.
A real good start. Moving the ball extremely well. Working inside out and getting Veers really freed up down low and doing a good job. Edwards with an out, goes on over to Chupp. Chupp now into the corner. 3 ball on the way there for Edwards, off the mark. Rebound's going to get won by Bonner. Chupp goes, but Kinsey Atkins rips it away. Goes to Yates on the right wing, back down to Veers. Here comes a little bit of pressure for her. She picks up her dribbles, goes somewhere, finds Groves. Quick pass to Atkins, 3-pointer on the way, puts it in. And Kinsey Atkins dials long range, gets that one to go. Bonner with it now on the right wing. She'll drive. Step back jumper on the elbows. Up and gets that one to go. So Leah Bonner gets Northwood on the board with that basket. And now they're going to go some full court pressure of their own. Groves now gets a nice move up to Atkins. Good ball movement all the way up the floor. That was close.
Ooh, yeah.
Veers knew it too. Atkins on the left wing. Leaves it for Groves on top. She'll work right. Picks up her dribble. Gets caught with Chupp. That one knocked away by Red. She hangs with it, but Veers will wisely knock it out of bounds. Oh, okay. I was wrong. So they take that one out off on Brooklyn Red, the freshman for Northwood. And Yates now goes to bring it up. Red, the lone, or I guess 2 freshmen on this Northwood roster. Yates works with the screen from Faulkner. Pull-up jumper in the lanes, up and can't get the friendly bounce. Edwards now on the fast break, loses her dribble, and Kinsey Atkins comes and takes it away. Triton forcing 3 turnovers here, and Yates fighting, gets it back up to Atkins, who forces a 2, in and out, rebound goes to Bonner. Bennett with it now on the right wing, leaves it up top for Chupp. Chupp reading the defense, works on the left on over to Edwards. Cross court to Bennett here in the corner. Yates reaches out and swats out, and it goes out of bounds. Yates did a good job reading the passing lane there, getting in front and knocking it away. And Taryn's one of those ones who has that great instinct on when to jump the route on a ball and knock it away. Her defensive ability really is just outstanding. Edwards on the right wing, goes down to Red. Red posts up. She goes up strong with it and gets the roll. Nice post move for Red. She's got 2. Faulkner now gets it across the half-court line. Pushes over. Atkins alone for 3. Can't get down side iron. Veers trying to fight for the rebound. And a jump ball call. And ball will belong with Trojans. As Bonner and Veers fighting for the rebound there. I think Bonner just realized how strong Addison really is. Yates gets free from the screen in the corner. Back to Veers. Veers posts up on Red. Goes up strong. Can't get that one on the sidearm. Just short of the mark. And a foul call coming, if that's possibly on Taryn Yates, and it is. Her first personal, team's first. Team second, excuse me. Olivia Oman now will check in as Jocelyn Edwards gets a break. So sophomore for sophomore on that switch. And Oman leaves it for Chupp. Chupp works left. Yates comes out, trying to look and running a little bit of a box and one. Has Red down on the elbow. She'll drive against Faulkner, kicks out. Bennett's got it here in the near side corner. Cross court on over to Chupp. Thought about it. Feeds Bonner down low. Blocked by Veers. Runner for Owens on the way, and she'll get fouled. Veers Tower showing her size off in the lane. That's on Faulkner. That's her second personal, team's third. So our first trip to the free throw line here belongs to Olivia Oman, and then the Northwood Panthers will see the first attempts. That first one drops. Northwood, a young team, but Coach Heater, like I said in the pregame, a guy who'll get a lot out of his players, knows how to utilize his players well, and sit back and listen. This guy knows quite a bit. And Bonner fights and gets the rebound, and a foul call, I think, coming on Jolie Groves. And that's 4 team fouls on the Trojans, and it is on Groves. It's her first, team's fourth. Chupp now to inbound. Looking for Oman, pulls back. Bonner trying to get freed up, but they go up top to Oman. Chupp gets it back in the corner, works back up top to Key. Bennett now on the left wing. Feeds down to Bonner. Bonner kicks it right back out. Good ball move by Northwood. Patience. Three-pointer on the way for Oman, and off the side iron, no good. And Addison Veers fighting for it with Red. And a jump ball call. It'll stay right here at Northwood. And Kaylee Martin now checking in. Number 12 for Northwood. As Bennett will get a break. She'll inbound to Red, and Red will try to go, but I think we're going to get a travel call. And they'll turn it over. So 2-point ball game. Triton jumped out to a 4-0 run. Actually 7-0. And Northwood on a little run of their own to get back into this ball game. Groves on the right wing, nice feed down to Faulkner, but it gets knocked away by Chupp. Triton's first turnover of the ball game. Chupp works in the corner. Three-pointer on the way for Martin. Off the Martin, no good. Rebound goes to Chupp. Blocked again by Veers. Atkins on the fast break. She's going to take off. Here comes Oman. And she'll swat it away. So back-to-back blocks on both ends of the floor. Back to Veers, hands off. Atkins, step back, three in the corner. Can't get that one to go. Rebounds, gonna get one. Yates gets it, but Atkins with a straightaway three. Puts it in. She's 2 of 4. Trying that full court pressure defense as Northwood plays it. But overthrows Oman, and Groves will bring up the floor. Back to Atkins, she'll try another one. Puts it in. Kinsey Atkins back-to-back three-pointers and pushes the Trojans up by 8. Chuck trying to split the defender. She takes off, goes to Red on the left side. She'll drive the lane, stops, kicks back up on top. Martin's three on the way from the straightaway mark is there. Their first three-pointer to drop. Atkins down the right wing, picks up her dribble, finds Veers down low, but Red with a nice play, knocks it away. Triton's second turnover. Atkins swats it right back. Chuck now at the basketball. Leaves for Oman. She'll force the three. Can't get that one to go side iron. No good. Chuck's putback is up and in. Yates now brings it up. Minute 55 here to go in the first quarter. 3-point ball game here from the pit. Groves down the left wing. Goes down low trying to find Yates, but Bonner gets a piece of it and knocks it out of bounds. Edwards going to check back in. She'll come in for Chupp as Atkins goes to inbound for the Trojans. And first time senior Riley Kitson, number 44, will check in. She'll give Brooklyn Red a break. Atkins looking up top, finds Yates. Back to Atkins, no one's on her. She'll try another one. Can't get that one to go back iron, too strong. Rebound goes to Yates. Groves helped her out. Veers now with the fadeaway jumper. It's up and in. Addison Veers has got 6. Back to Kitson, up the floor, nice pass up to Martin. Edwards alone for 3 on the left wing. It's up and in. And the Panthers down by 2. Kroll calling out the defense for the Trojans. As Yates works right, leaves it for Kinsey Atkins on the right wing. Goes down to Veers in the corner. Back to Yates. Faulkner's all by herself in the low block. Didn't see her in time. Yates back to Groves. Down to Atkins. Back to Yates. She'll step back and try a 3. Puts it in. Triton 4-6, 67% from the three-point line. Ullman pushes it up to Martin. Martin now puts it on the floor. She'll work down into Bonner. She'll lose over her fingertips. And Triton gets the ball back. Six turnovers now by my count for the Panthers. As Sydney King will check in, the freshman. See what she can do out here on the floor. Atkins works on the left wing. Down to Veers, gets a nice move in the post, and baseline jumper's good. She's got 8. Atkins has 9 here in the first quarter. 7-point ball game. As Owen works on the right wing into the corner to Edwards. Back up. Working around to Martin. High pass. She corrals it. Kitson elbow jumpers up and in. Banks open for her. 5 back to a 5-point ball game. Inside 10 seconds now. Atkins gets it on the left side. 5 seconds now. Yates will try a deep 3. Oh, in and out. And Atkins with a putback at the buzzer, and it's no good. And Triton leads by 5 here going into the second quarter.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
So Triton leads here 20-15 at the end of the first quarter. Triton averaging 10 points a game. This is their largest point margin of the season in the first quarter. 15 against Glenn was the most Triton's put up in the first quarter all season long. And my wife said that stat line was a waste of time. I think it works just fine myself.
So it looks like we're going to have a battle between Atkins and Veers on who's going to be the high scorer tonight.
Well, you know, and you're seeing Northwood, unfortunately, Veers is an extremely good post player. She finds position and she gets open before the ball gets her to her, gets a good position on the defender and does a good job moving her body in the post to get herself a good look. But Triton's moving the ball extremely well. Yates is feeding her well down low. The team is really doing a good job finding open players, and Kinsey Atkins hitting threes. The inside-out game is really working well here in this first quarter. Yates works with the screen from Faulkner. Into the corner, Atkins with the up fake. She'll drive, kicks back to Yates. Yates will try the dribble drive, gets caught in the paint. I think we're gonna get a reach on Northwood. This will be their first team foul. I'm gonna call it on Edwards. Her first, team's first. Edwards, Red, Martin, Bennett, and Chupp, the 5 out there for Northwood. Faulkner, Yates, Groves, Atkins, and Veers, the 5 as Yates drops that one. Yates has got 5. On to Chupp now. Into the corner. Edwards is 3 on the way. Too strong, hits the far side iron. And Chupp gets the rebound. Back down low, we got a fight for the basketball. Veers got a hold of it. We're going to get a foul call. I think they're going to call the foul on Addison Veers. And it is. Team's 5th, so Triton 2 fouls to give yet. Red now works on the left wing. Feeds it back to Martin. As Chapelletter offense takes shape here. Finds the open man, and as Bennett shots up and in. Bennett's first field goal to drop for her tonight. Atkins fakes the pass down low. As Veers tries to get freed up. Nice inlet pass, but Red with a good defense to knock it away. Yates down the left wing. She'll drive. Stops, post back to Groves. Groves top the key. And the Faulkner blocked by Bennett. Atkins with the up fake. Yates on the left wing. See, offense works. Atkins works away from the screen. Fears patrolling that free throw line. Atkins with the up fake. Kicks back. Yates is alone for three. She'll try one. And bank is open for Taryn Yates. Yates has got 8. So it's a battle between 3 of them. Yates with 8. Veers with 8. And Atkins with 9. In the corner to Bennett. Martin works up top to Edwards. She'll try a 3 from the attack line. That one's going to fall short, not quite clip the basket. And Triton gets the ball back. Northwood shooting 2 of 8 from beyond the arc.
Did you guess the magic number tonight?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But like I said, Triton puts up over 40 points. They usually win the ball game, so that could be that. There's your magic number. As Redden jumps up and knocks that one away. Bennett on the fast break, goes up and in. 25-19 is our score. Atkins on the left wing. I think if you're trying, I think you want to stay out front and keep feeding the post and working the ball around. Take what the defense gives you. But Northwood, got to give them girls some effort here. Putting up 15 points. They're making the Trojans work here. This is a good one-win team. Yates down the left wing. Back to Atkins on the right side. Goes to Faulkner now. Back to Veers. Catch and shoot jumpers on the way. Side iron, no good. And Edwards will win the rebound. Back to Edwards. The chance to cut the lead as Groves knocks it away. Red knocked by Yates. And it's a fight, but Red continues to fight with it, and Groves will knock it out of bounds. It'll stay right here. Bonner and Owen will check in now for the Panthers. So Bonner checks in. Martin and Edwards get a break as Chupp will now inbound. Up top, Atkins reaches up and steals it away. Yates down the right side. She'll go try to drive against Bennett, and she'll get a foul at the body here. That'll be Bennett's first personal, team second of the half. Here's to inbound. Finds Yates on the far side. Veers will try the baseline jumper. That one side iron no good. Groves fighting for it, but knocked out of bounds by Omen. Of course, Northwood's JV won tonight. An earlier action. Atkins feeds Veers, and she'll fight through traffic and gets the roll. And they're going to call it travel. Triton's 4th turnover by my count. That was not a basket. They called a travel. I was kind of surprised by it as well. Omen in the corner, goes back up on top to Bennett. Bennett with the basketball, kicks over to Chupp. Left wing three's on its way. Back iron, no good. Rebound's going to get won by Bennett. And Groves will reach in there and force the jump ball. And Northwood hangs on to it. 30-second timeout for Northwood. It's our first timeout of the ball game.
Yep.
Of course, we'll get to experience boys basketball tomorrow night.
Good old shag room.
Yep. The famous press box at Oregon Davis.
Get there and get surprised that the shag room's been changed. I don't know.
I don't know. you never know. I mean, we've seen a lot of firsts this year, so. But no, I mean, that's a memorable press box up there. Yet can't complain. So appreciate Northwood's hospitality as they made sure we had a table and got us set up. Unfortunately, just internet's not fast enough for us to push the broadcast. That's why we're recording this ball game.
It's almost non-existent.
As you know, and like I said, in some ways it's just tough. Omen inbounds to Bonner. She'll go to Bennett on the right wing. Bennett with the basketball back on over to Omen. She feeds down to Bonner. Working against Veers, tries to get freed up. And that one's off the mark. Yates' pass behind Faulkner, no good. Chupp on the fast break, up and in. Turning defense into offense, cuts the lead to 4. 4:10 to go here in the second quarter. Triton leads as Faulkner gets on the right elbow. Back to Groves. Atkins patient on the left wing. Waiting for Veers to free up to her. Cross court to Yates. Is Northwood going to fall into this a little bit more of a zone defense look? Trying to take away that interior from Madison Veers. Yates drives, free throw jumper's on its way off to the right there, no good. Bonner gets the rebound, she goes to the floor, but I think our travel call is coming. And it is. Is that considered a turnover? That's kind of what I thought. 3-pointer for Atkins, too strong. Groves is there. Back to Veers. Goes to Atkins on the right side. Back to Faulkner. Quickly to Yates. Faulkner, she'll try a three. Back iron, no good. That one goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Omen. Triton shooting 5 of 9 from beyond the arc. Seen 5 of those drop there in that first quarter. 4 of those at least. My memory serves me right. Groves now looking to go somewhere as Red working her through. Tries to feed Yates underneath, and Omen knocks it out of bounds.
Re-entering for the Panthers, number 15, Jocelyn Edwards.
Jocelyn Edwards now checks in. Crawl calling out the inbound play. Yates gets freed up. Up on top to Atkins. To Yates, alone in the corner for 3. Puts it in. And Taryn Yates leads the way with 11. Let's try and pushes that lead to 7 inside 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Edwards with the basketball. Into the corner here to Omen, but too tall of a pass as a Triton fan not paying attention got hit with the basketball. And they'll turn it over, 9 by my count. And Emily Bugg sees her first varsity action here tonight as she'll check in, number 24 for the Trojans. Told Emily I like her style of play. I can hear her in my headset. I like it. Atkins now works it over across, but Red will knock it out of bounds. And it'll stay right here. Good defense by her down there trying to get position with Veers. Yates receives the inbound. They'll go back to work. 2:40 to go. Yates feeds Veers. Baseline jumper. Catch and shoot. It's on its way. Veers has got 10. Edwards now with it. Chupp. Tolman in the corner. She'll try a 3 to cut the lead. Get back iron. No good. Rebound to Chupp. Kicks out. Quick 3 now for Edwards. It's in.
3, Jocelyn Edwards.
Yates back to Atkins. She tries to answer right back with a 3 and does with a hand in the face. And Kinsey Atkins leads the way with 12. Red now in the corner. Trying to fight for position, but I think we're going to have a foul call. This one might be on Atkins giving a reaction. And it is. Her first, team 6th. Atkins 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Team shooting 64% outside the lines. Chupp with a deep 2. Gets that one to go. Hannah Chupp's got 6. For the tied with their team high. With Edwards. Excuse me, Omen's got 6. Atkins deep 3 off the mark. Put back by Bugg is in. Edwards now. Minute and a half to go. She'll drive, kicks back. Nice job by Emily Bugg to follow that shot, get the rebound and the putback. Triton did that extremely well against Wawasee on Saturday night. Omen in the corner, back on top to Chupp. Works it to Edwards on the left wing. Had Omen alone in the corner, no one switching to her yet. And now she switches, she'll get a look from 3. Looked good from there, looked strong. But Omen, she's got 4. Yates with the crossover. Goes to Bugg, top of the key. Veers will try a deep 2. Back iron, no good. Rebound to Edwards. they're going to say she stepped out of bounds as Edwards tried to walk a tightrope. Their 10th turnover. As Kitson, Bennett, and Martin will all check in for Northwood, as Chubb, Oman, and Red will come out of the ball game. 44 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Triton with 16 fouls, 2 fouls for the Panthers. I believe 1 timeout's been used. Atkins in the corner, wanted the ball. Drew him out. Deep 2. Veers, it's in. Straightaway jumper, it's in. She's got 12. 3 Trojans in double figures. Edwards in the corner. To Martin. She'll work back up top. On over to Bennett here on the near side. Kitson trying to find position down low. Pulls away. As Edwards will try a 3, and she gets that one to go. Nice shot from Jocelyn Edwards. She's got a team-high 9. Back and forth we go between these two teams. Someone goes down and scores. Bonner reaches in and knocks it away. And it'll stay right here. Good effort by her, but back and forth. Try and put up 20 points in that first quarter. And Northwood and Triton both with a 17 as Veers tries a 3, and at the buzzer, no good. And that'll do it for halftime.
Almost could have made it to 40 there before the half.
Almost did. So I'll read them off here so we're not going to push them. Leading the way for Northwood is Jocelyn Edwards with 9. 6 points there for Chupp. 4 points for Bennett and Oman. 3 points for Martin, and all with 2 points, Red and Bonner. Only 2 team fouls there for Northwood, shooting 8 of 12 from the floor, 67% inside the arc, 5 of 13 from beyond, and 1 of 2. They're the only team that's managed the free throw line here tonight. Triton leading the way with 12 as Veers and Atkins, and 11 points for Taryn Yates. Triton shooting 8 of 19 inside the arc and 7 of 13 from beyond. Turnover battle by my count. Northwood has 10 and Triton has 5. So it's about 9.5 minutes. We'll take a break and we'll be back right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sport. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana High School Sports. This is your IHSAA.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm Bob Lovell. It's our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Paul, here we are. High school football championships. As we talked about a year ago, most of the games were played. And again, it's an amazing accomplishment for all of these teams to be where they are, and for you and the membership of the IHSAA. It has been a fantastic fall sports season, culminating obviously in the championships at Lucas Oil Stadium.
It has been, Bob. You know, it's just you learn to be thankful for what we have through COVID, and you know, you're thankful for health, and you're thankful for being able to spend time with friends, and we've learned to be thankful about the time-honored tradition of participation in high school athletics. And you know, and that's just what it just makes me smile and be a little sentimental, to be honest with you, about the fact that here we are. We get to do this. Kids get an opportunity to celebrate a state championship or a runner-up in front of their hometown crowd in a venue like Lucas Oil Stadium with a partner like the Colts.
Well, it's really, it brings to bear, I think, a point that we lose sight of. You truly don't know what you have until you lose it. I mean, last year we didn't have fans. We didn't have the opportunity for fans to really be there. and it was a major impact because, the concept of Friday Night Lights, we all understand it. It's real. It's extremely important, but it is made better by the involvement of communities and everybody in the schools, and there's nothing like it, quite frankly.
There isn't, there's nothing like it even in other states. I mean, Indiana is such a special place with I told somebody recently, they asked how we were able to do what we do in Indiana, and I said, you don't have a governor who played high school basketball in the state of Indiana. And, from the governor's office to Dr. Box to Dr. Katie Jenner to our schools, it's a team thing, and it's a team effort. And that's why we have an opportunity to celebrate the state championship this weekend for kids in the communities.
I like to say, Paul, the reason is only in Indiana.
That's right. That's right.
It boils down to we're different when it comes to these kinds of things, and we are unique in so many things about what we do in terms of high school sports, starting with the Champions Network and Indiana Sports Talk and all the other things. But you don't have that replicated in other sports, and I'm not sure you can.
No, I agree with that. I just saw a number yesterday. Our Champions Network on the radio side's expanded to 64 stations across the state of Indiana. We've grown over 20 stations in the last 5 years in our network. And, you don't speak about growth in a lot of formats, but our product and kids sport is so important that stations all across Indiana want to hear what we have to say, but want to be able to support kids in participation.
Finals Friday, Saturday. You have some interesting matchups. I think what's cool about it is we have some teams that fought for championships a year ago, and yet we also have some teams who've never been here before and have great stories. And so there are a whole lot of storylines coming up this weekend. There
is. We have three schools that traditionally have very strong athletic programs, but they've never been to the state finals in football. And, that comes a different level of excitement with the community. And those communities, they sign somebody to stay back home and turn the lights off when the last one leaves because they all come out. But then, the Center Grove crowd and the Cathedral crowd love their football, and they show up to support too. And so I'm really excited about the atmosphere that we're going to have at Lucas this year. And the good thing too, Coach, is that we don't have to clear the facility out this year. So a fan can come on Friday or Saturday and watch all three games, and it's going to be an action-packed day of football both days.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
This broadcast on the IHSAA Champions Network is copyrighted by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone. As Triton leads here at halftime, 37-32. And I also want to apologize to Emily because she did score a basket, and I just didn't see it. It's hard to read the numbers from.
I thought you called.
For the stats. I didn't call for the stats when I did at halftime. So, Emily, my bad. So Triton here for me here in this third quarter. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. This is where Triton's Achilles heel has been all year is this third quarter. And only putting double digits up in one game, and that was against Argus in that ball game. And then the rest of the time, 9, 8, 6, 8, and 4. They're only averaging about 7 points. Just under 8 in the third quarter. Like I said, only 47 points scored in the third quarter all season long. They got to come out of half here and continue to play as tough as they did in those first two quarters because Northwood's knocking on the door, and they've stayed with them neck and neck. They only trailed by 5 and tied in there in that second quarter. Both teams starting fives out there on the floor. As the Eights works up as they'll work now here to the near side. Veers free throw jumpers up and off the mark. Groves fighting for it, but Bennett comes away with it. Northwood in transition, had Edwards down the floor. Chupp works back to Bennett, on into Edwards in the corner. The team's leading scorer kicks it out on top to Bennett. It's Chupp, tipped by Atkins, and that one goes out of bounds. Heater, some last-minute instructions there to Hannah Chupp, a sophomore point guard. Goes to Edwards. Edwards works back up top. Working against Yates. Spin will work over to the far side corner. Chupp now with it up top the key. Goes down to Red. Red trying to get position. Yates poking and trying to get knocked that one away. Kinsey Atkins intercepts it. Atkins on the fast break. Here comes Edwards. Atkins with the left hand. She'll draw the foul. Kinsey Atkins, a good job there by her. So the second foul for Edwards, and now Atkins sees her first trip to the free throw line. For Triton's first trip from the free throw line here tonight, and the one first free throw is off the mark. Atkins to go again. Shot is up, and that one finds the bottom of the net. Both teams 1 of 2 from the line, and their lone trip to the free throw strike. Triton strikes first here, and it comes from the free throw line in the second half. Down to Red. She'll post up. Goes up strong with it and can't get that one to go. Veers with the rebound. Atkins back to Yates atop the key. On to Faulkner. On to Groves. Yates will be patient. She directs traffic. That one knocked out of bounds by Edwards. It'll stay right here. Coach Krall calling out what she wants to see from her offense as Yates will retreat back and she'll reset. Back to Atkins into the corner to Faulkner. Groves gets up there, so it was tipped by Bennett. Groves puts the ball on the floor, tries to feed Veers atop the key. Veers in the corner now. Yates, she'll try a three. It's on its way. For an iron, no good. Bennett with the rebound. Bennett on the fast break. Atkins gets her last second and knocks it away. Nice job by Kinsey Atkins on the defensive effort to knock it away and not give her the easy basket. Chupp goes to inbound. Searching goes up top to Edwards. In the corner to Bennett. She'll try a catch and shoot corner three off the mark. And Bonner can't quite get it there as that one goes out of bounds. Both teams in search for that first field goal to drop here in the second half. As Yates works left. No look pass to Veers in the corner. Cross court to Faulkner. Dangerous passes. Bennett almost got there to a three-pointer for Groves off the front iron. Knocked away by Veers, and Groves gets the rebound, and that one getting knocked away. And Red, whoa. I think we're going to get a travel call. Yeah, and they are, because Veers was there. Wow. As Veers hit the deck, and Red tripped over top of her, and she fell to the floor. That's where they called the travel call. Northwood wanting a foul call on Veers. As Veers gets it back, the post goes up and in. And Triton gets their first field goal to drop here the second half. They lead by 8. And Northwood, every time Triton has scored, they've came right back down and tried to find a way as Yates will kick that one. Not quite shades of Emma Hepler kicking the ball. But Yates making her presence known as that defensive guru up top the floor. Almost comes away with that one. She knocks it away. It'll stay right here with Northwood. Of course, I'm Andy O'Hara alongside the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network. For here from the pit as the Trojans lead. Bennett tries to go and throws into a whole host of Trojans. Yates goes to Faulkner in the corner. Kinsey Atkins will try a three. Too strong, hits the far iron. As Atkins 50% from beyond the arc. Edwards tries to split the defenders. Goes up with the runner off the side iron. No good. Veers gets the rebound. Yates passes the ball to Atkins. Faulkner feeds it down to Veers. She'll go up strong and draw the foul and almost gets an and one opportunity. They're going to call this one on Red. Oh, they're going to call it on Edwards. That's her third personal, team second of the half, and Addison Veers now finds her trip to the free throw line. She missed the first one. Veers, a 57% free throw shooter, as Emily Bugg will check in for Jolie Groves. And Veers gets ready to go again here. And gets the roll. So seems to be the theme for the free throw line. Go 1 of 2 for both teams. Chupp now works away from Yates. Nice dribbling moves by her to get freed up. In the corner to Ullman for 3. Gets that one to go.
3 for Olivia Ullman.
Now they trail by 6. Trying to put that 40-point mark, but they're going to have to continue to work hard because this Northwood team's not going away. Veers goes up with the front iron. No good. Rebound's going to get fought, and Yates comes away with it. Up on top. Atkins with the up fake. On to Bugg. Down through, but Red will knock it away, and Veers somehow comes away, but I think we're going to get a foul call on Northwood.
Northwood foul on number 20, Olivia Ullman, her first, team's third.
Over to Atkins, but jumped in the way of it is Martin. Chupp will stop at a travel call. She'll turn it over. And Kitson now looks to check in. Possibly. And here she comes.
Panther lineup number 44, Riley Kitson.
Yates now brings up the floor. No look pass on over to Groves in the left wing. Back up on top to Yates. She'll work with the screen from Bugg. Nice job by Martin. Comes away with another steal. A timeout for Heater as he saw trouble and seen the Trojans squeeze in that corner. Smart timeout there for the legendary coach.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame with me.
Yeah, see, there you go. He's in the Triton.
He beat me, though.
Well, I kind of hope so. First 2 state titles to his credit. That's Triton's lone 2 trips down to state and 2 semi-states championships. All those coming in 2000 and 2001. Of course, Triton won their sectional championship. Their second, I believe, without Heater.
What are we talking about?
When did he quit coaching?
Oh, boy.
Come on now. You've been around longer than me.
2004?
So he would. So they've won 2 without him. That came with Coach Heckman at the helm. Another good coach for Triton. And they got a good one down there. At least looks like it's going to be that way with Coach Krall as she brings that intensity and her team plays with it as well. As that 3-pointer from Martin off the mark, and Kinsey Atkins gets the rebound. Atkins brings it up, gives it to Yates. Tell you what, Coach Krall's got a very tough, hard-working group that loves they love to play. They don't like to come off the floor. No look pass to Bugg in the corner. Back to Yates. Yates passes that ball so well, so deceptive. Faulkner with the jumper. Baseline jumper's no good, and Yates gets the rebound. Back to Bugg. Atkins, she'll try a 3. Ooh, can't get that one to go. Veers gets the rebound, but it's fought for. Oh, and Veers hits the floor hard. They're going to call a jump ball off the rebound. And Jolie Groves checks in for Emily Bugg. And Edwards brings it up. Hope Addison's okay. She hit the deck pretty hard. Now it goes off the foot of Edwards, but nice job by Kitson to be there to get a hold of that one. Martin pulls back, kicks out. Edwards is going to try a 3. Can't get that one off the side iron, and Veers gets the rebound. Yates now brings it up. Faulkner drives. She'll go up strong with it, but it's going to be blocked by Red. Veers with the putback, and she'll draw the foul.
Fouls on Northwood's 44, Riley Kitson, her first.
And it's her first, the team's fourth. I must have missed a foul on somebody. Oh, here it is.
We have yet to make a three this quarter.
You go and ask me a question like that.
Well,
yes, that is correct.
I don't think.
Veers perfect on that trip. Triton 4-6 now from the line. Lead back to 8 with 2:15 to go in the third quarter. This game is flying by. Martin with it up top the key, works right to Edwards. Thought about the three. She'll drive. Picks up her dribble, works it back, and Yates might have been a kicked ball call. No call there as Martin goes in the corner. Omen down to Red. Nice inlet pass, but Kinsey Atkins reaches away. They're going to call a foul. And she's confused. It looked like all ball. That's her second foul. Team's first here in the half. Owen tries a three and gets it to go. Lead down to 5. Down to Veers, and she gets fouled going to the basket. Good pass by Yates to feed it in there. That'll be on Kitson. It's her second, team's 5th. Veers goes to the line for 2. Good pass by Yates. Sees the floor so well. Anticipates, really passes her teammates open up along the floor. Here's his first attempt, misses there. Second one works. And Aaliyah Bonner now checking in, number 25 for Northwood. As Kitson will come off those 2 fouls. They now trail by 6. Minute 43 to go in there in the third quarter. Edwards now, cross corner to the corner to Owen. Nice feed down to Red. Good play there as Red goes up strong, blocked by Veers. On to Yates on the far side. Gets caught in the corner. Martin knocks it away. Yates corrals it. Atkins for 3. Front iron no good. Triton can't buy a 3-point basket here in this third quarter. And a foul and one opportunity coming for Martin. And the foul's going to be on Taryn Yates. So Kaylee Martin gets ready to find her second, or the team's second trip to the free throw line. Chance to draw within 3. And does. So both teams up over the 40-point mark. Martin getting 3 points the old-fashioned way. Atkins goes to Groves on the right wing. Back on top to Faulkner. Finds Yates. She'll work. Drives in the lane. Goes with the runner. Nice play, but the back iron too strong. Fighting for the rebound. Atkins is there to bail her out. Atkins will try another one. Can't get that one to go. Veers with the putback. Draws the foul. The Omen's second. Team's 6th. And Veers back to the line again. So Triton couldn't find that free throw line in the first half, but has found it here in the second half. Veers connects on that one.
I think I'd rather have points while the clock's running.
Yeah.
They're worth a little more.
That one goes. Northwood showing off their toughness. Edwards drives, feeds it down underneath, and Faulkner comes in and forces a jump ball call, and Triton gets it back.
Trojans ball on possession.
Yates now brings it to the floor. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. These are for Atkins. She'll let the offense take shape. Martin not giving her any space on the floor. Atkins lost her dribble. Back to Groves now. To Faulkner. Back to Yates. 20 seconds. In the corner. Groves will try a 3. For an iron, no good. Edwards with the rebound. Edwards works. To Martin. Feeds it down to Red. Trying to back her way down. 2 seconds now. Martin's going to throw, blocked by Veers at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Triton leads by 5. Both teams scoring 9 points in that quarter. Triton, that third quarter has been a doozy for them, but the fourth quarter, these Trojans.
We were on fire while I was seeing the fourth quarter.
14 points. That was their highest point total of the year in the fourth quarter, but the team averages just under 12 points in this fourth quarter on the season.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
So fourth quarter getting ready to get underway. Both teams putting up 9 points in that third quarter. They've been deadlocked in the second and third. After the end of the first quarter, Triton led 20-15. Like I said, 17 points scored in that high-scoring second quarter. Third quarter saw a little more defense and a lot of missed shots. So we'll see who wants it more. As it comes down to the fruit snacks and the juice boxes, who wants it more?
I had my fruit snacks today.
Oh, hey. That's why you're the Hall of Famer. You're thinking ahead. Shupp with it. She'll work, top the key, picks up her dribble, goes back to Bennett. Bennett with the deep two on the side, off the mark, no good. Veers with the rebound. Yates now brings up the floor. Works it here near side. Keeps her dribble, goes to Veers. She'll get a double screen, up and no good. Rebound, Bug trying to get there. She can't quite get it, but Bennett comes away with it. Northwood pushing the bill here as Edwards drives. Nice feed down to Bonner, up and in. What a play, nice pass as the lead's now cut to 3. Triton needs an answer here. Yates drives in the lane, no look pass to Veers. Catch and shoot jumper, side iron, no good. And the rebound's won by the freshman Red. Shupp now, into the corner. Bennett, a chance to cut it to 1, side iron, no good. Atkins with the rebound.
Whoa.
Atkins hit the floor hard. So Triton will be in the bonus for the rest of the ball game, as that is the 17th foul on the Panthers here in this second half. 6 in that third quarter.
What's our free throw percentage?
On the season, the Trojans are shooting 61% coming into this ball game. Atkins off the side iron, no good. And that one goes in. And Veers has got 22 points on 8 of 15 inside the 2-point line, missing 1 3-pointer and getting 6 points from the free throw line. Bonner's jumper off the mark. Atkins now pushing it up the floor. Or excuse me, Yates pushing it up the floor. On to Faulkner on the left side, back to Yates. Yates directing traffic to Bug now. Feeds Veers, trying to go down, and Red's there. I think they're going to get a foul call on Red, I believe. Brooklyn Red, that's her first. And Groves will check back in. Veers now back to the line for a 1-and-1 bonus, as that's the 8th team foul on the Panthers here. Veers gets that one to go. And second free throw's good, and a timeout for Coach Kroll. And she'll take a full timeout. So Veers, in the last 4 games, now I gotta get the calculator out. Hold on here just a minute. Has put up 86 points.
Wow.
And has scored over 20 in 3 of the last 4 games. That's an impressive mark. And those 2 20-point marks were her season and one career high. So she's threatening that again here with 24. But for the Trojans, got to find a way to continue just to play that good defense, let it turn it off. This is Triton up over the 50-point mark for the first time this season. Their highest point total since John Glenn when they put up 46. And for the Panthers, 43, their second highest mark of the season. Their highest came in 58 against South Bend Riley in that opening game for them of the season. So Edwards, Chupp, Bonner, Red, and Bennett out there for Northwood. And Triton starting 5 of Yates, Faulkner, Veers, Atkins, and Groves out there on the floor for Triton. Down to Red. She'll kick back to Chupp. Deep 2 on the way. Can't get that one back iron. Bonner gets it with the putback. Not there. Bennett now. And a foul call on Groves, I believe. That's her second. Team's third here of the half. Edwards to inbound. Leaves it for Red in the corner. Edwards catch and shoot 3. In and out. Veers reaches right in there and gets that ball. Reaches right in there and took ownership of that ball. Groves now up top. Leaves it for Atkins. Good defense by the Panthers as Veers goes up. Bank is closed. Rebound goes to Edwards as Jocelyn Faulkner fighting for it. Things are getting a little chippy down there.
Jump ball, Triton ball, back into the Panthers, number 20, Olivia Omen.
Things getting a little heated down there, those jump ball calls. Goodness. Veers down the corner. Hands off to Atkins. She'll try a corner 3. Off the mark, no good. Faulkner gets the rebound. Put the putback. Can't get it. And Red comes away with the rebound. On to Bennett. To Omen on the far side. 3-pointer for her on the way. No good. Rebound to Atkins. Both teams only hitting 7 threes in the ball game. Yates now, the jab step. She'll drive, goes up with a run in the lane. Might have got hit in the face, no call. And the rebound knocked away, and they'll say it went off a Triton. It looked like Yates might have got hit in the face on the way through. Northwood wins the loose ball. 4.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Triton leads by 7. To Bennett. To Barnhart. The jumper short of the mark. Atkins gets the rebound. Goes to feed. Veers leads her well. Banks open. Veers now at 26. Shot on the way from Edwards, no good. And Red trying to run it down, and it goes out of bounds on Northwood. And Triton, you talk about the scoring, but yet how they move the ball, they're really starting to move the floor really well, leading their teammates open, getting them good looks like that right there. Yates with the nice inlet pass down to Veers. No look pass, but couldn't quite convert, but yet Triton's passing getting a lot better as the season progresses. Edwards now with it. Goes in the corner for Omen. Fade away, but they're going to call a foul, I believe, coming on Veers. I'm going to call it on Yates.
That's not where I was looking.
That's not where I thought, too. So Bonner goes to the line, as they're 2 of 3 from the line here tonight. Her first attempt, it's on its way, and front iron no good. Second one now for Bonner is up and in. A lot of 1-for-2 trips here tonight. The lead's cut down to 8. Yates brings it up. He's it for Atkins. To Faulkner. Here's Patrols trying to get freed up. Faulkner tries to throw it across. Veers down to Yates. Nice job by Veers to go to the basketball there. Yates drives, feeds Veers, and she'll go on the low block and tries to get on to feed it back through, and Bonner gets the rebound. Up to Martin, up and in, no good, but she gets the put back, and she'll draw the foul. The foul's going to be on Faulkner. That'll be her third personal, team's fifth. At least I thought it was. Am I wrong? Must be. Martin's first free throw off the mark. The way everything's gone here tonight. There we go, the team's fifth. Martin has a very good possibility of making 1 or 2 of these. And she does. And a full timeout for Coach Heater as Bennett and Chuppel inbound. Of course, after Thanksgiving, the Trojans will host.
Well, I'll put the schedule up
Oh,
there.
you just read it off there. You're in charge. We'll let you read.
Okay, so Saturday, the Lady Trojans are going to host Trinity at 1:30. I'm not sure there's going to be a JV. Haven't heard that yet. Then next Wednesday, the conference starts for the Lady Trojans as they host LaVille. And then we host Knox on the 4th, the Saturday. That's a 4 o'clock varsity start. Then we got Valley at home, Elkhart Christian at home, Caston at home, at Jimtown, at Pioneer, and then host Bremen before winter break. Then you got Oregon Davis, Winnemac, Culver, the Bi-County, and North Judson.
We might have to see which. I had to put a poll up to see which game we broadcast of those two, and because boys play Bethany Christian the same night as Jimtown, so we may have to put a poll up and which one I go to. Because I know we'll have 2 people and two broadcasts in 2 different places.
I
but
don't mind where I go. I'll leave it up to you where you want to go.
Oh, I know. I say a poll question. I don't mean flip a coin. I mean put a poll question up. I don't know if it'll work or anything, but never done that before. I hear the radio guys talk about it all the time, but we've never done that.
Go by which is the closer prediction by John Harrell?
No, we'll see. See who wants it more. Atkins works it up. She gets caught trapped in the corner. Good defense by Heater's crew. And a timeout for Kroll. Saw trouble and got a 30-second timeout. I don't know. We'll see who wants it more.
30-second timeout.
Although
it could snow and change all our plans, but
well, it could, and I could be moving that week too. So it might be. We'll see. We'll just see what transpires. Because if we're partially moving, I can during the JV game I'll go help set up, go move a couple things, and come back for varsity. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not moving on what is that, a Tuesday night, Thursday night.
What are you thinking, the 18th or something, or 14th?
The 14th.
That's a Tuesday, yeah.
So hopefully we're not moving on a Tuesday night. That snow just needs to hang on until Christmas. It can't come until Christmas. I don't want to move our stuff in the snow. Uh-oh. Yates now brings it up. Inside 3 minutes to go. Atkins, the up fake. Trying to find a place to go. The countdown started. On to Groves now. Picks up her dribble. Nice feed to Veers. Kick out to Yates. One more pass. Atkins will try a 3. Short of the mark. Faulkner with a putback. No good. Veers now tries to get it. Veers again. And an and one opportunity coming for Addison Veers.
Stick with it.
So Leah Bonner, her first, team's 9th. And Veers gets the friendly roll. 9 points for her coming from the free throw line. 10 coming for Triton on the line. 9 of those belong to Veers, and that ball tipped. And I think a jump ball call, as that ball was knocked free, I believe, by Yates. Bonner caught it, and Veers kind of caught it at the same time. was a good play there. Possession arrow will switch to Triton as they have a 10-point lead, their largest lead of the ball game, and knocked away. Atkins on the fast break. Puts on the brakes. Bennett staying right with her. Back to Groves now. Groves trying to find Atkins, but Bennett playing some nice defense on Kinsey Atkins. And Crawl seeing trouble as Coach Heater's Panthers doing a good job trapping in the corner. The game has gone by so fast.
I know.
But this fourth quarter, the brakes have been applied.
My stomach doesn't think that the games went that fast, though.
Triton put up 9 points here in this fourth quarter. They love this fourth quarter. The fourth and second quarters, that's where their two highest point totals are in the season. This is a team that has learned to close out. We saw against Wawasee. And I think that's what Coach Crawl's down there telling them right now. They got to move the ball well. They know they're going to come with this trap and bring some tight defense. For Triton, just got to see your passing lanes, bail out the ball handler if the trap's coming. Got to really see the floor well here. Chubb, Bonner, Martin, Oman, and Bennett the 5, with Veers, Groves, Faulkner, Atkins, and Yates. The 5 are there for Triton. Veers goes to inbound. Yates gets freed up. She'll get the ball atop the key. Chubb really using that silence on our defender. Back down to Veers. Goes up, draws a foul. Another and one opportunity coming for Addison Veers.
What's her total tonight now?
She has a career high 31 points.
Wow.
And that's on Oman. That's her third. Team's 10, so trying to be in the double bonus for the next minute 58 seconds.
And she just broke her career high the last game.
And she does it here again, up over 30 points in this ball game. Here's to go again and gets that one to go. Triton's lead up to 13 as Veers 10 of 12 from the free throw line here tonight. Atkins intercepts it on her way up and in for Kinsey Atkins. Still on the basket for her. Oman tries the three to cut the lead. Off the mark, Veers with the rebound. Triton starting to pull away now, up 15. Their highest point total of the season. Atkins stops, feeds Groves on top of the key. Back to Atkins, thought about with the up fake. Edwards switches out on her on the top of the key. Edwards with some tight defense. Back to Groves, Veers now. To Faulkner, back to Atkins. Edwards sticking to her really tight. It's trying to dribble out and use some clock here as the final minute of the fourth quarter coming here soon. And to Faulkner, three-pointer in the corner on its way. Too strong, hits the far iron, but Groves gets the rebound. And a timeout for Crawl.
I'm trying to recall what the game high score for our women's program is. If Veers has a chance of breaking out, I can't remember.
She's got 32 here tonight.
I don't have any internet.
Well, you can post that later. You post that later on Twitter.
I know where to find it. I just.
Well, you can post that later on Twitter there when you post the final score. So Triton will take on Oregon Davis tomorrow night for their opening game of the season, and they got a long homestand after that for the boys. That group I know is ready to go. Checking in will be Julia Wingard, number 11, the lone senior in this Northwood varsity team. I believe that was the only, I'm sorry, Kitson will check in. So 52 seconds to go even. 60-45, Yates receives the inbound. Martin comes out to guard her. Nice play by Martin to get it, but she loses the ball, and Faulkner picks it up. And Yates is down. She got hit hard. Emily Buggle will check in for Yates, and she got shaken up on that play. Taryn's okay. She's tough. She'll get some attention on the sideline. Back to Atkins. And a foul call on Martin. Her first, and Atkins will go to the line for 2 as the double bonus. Atkins gets that free throw to drop. Atkins again gets that one to go. She's 3 of 5 from the line, and she's got 17 on the night. So 3 Trojans in double figures as Omen's three-pointer up off the mark. Veers with another rebound, but I think a foul call coming as Veers will get the foul call on the rebound.
Another Triton Hall of Famer, Lori Feldman. I have that she has 46, but I have a question mark beside it for a game high.
Little ways to go there in 25 seconds to get close to that one. But she continues what she's doing. It's Kitson for 3. Off the mark, no good. And that one goes out of bounds. They'll stay right here.
Might have another chance Saturday.
You know, she's scored more points as she's gone on these last few games. Wingard kicks in the corner to Martin. Fires a 2 off the mark. Bug with the rebound. Atkins brings it up. And Triton will improve to 4-3 on the season, 2-1 against Northern Lakes Conference teams. And that'll do it. Triton wins 62-45 in this one. Leading the way for the Trojans, 32 points for Addison Veers, 17 points for Kinsey Atkins, 11 points for Taryn Yates, and 2 points for Emily Bugg. Trojans shot 14 of 38 from the line, from the inside the arc, 7 of 23 from the three-point line, and shot 13 of 17 from the charity stripe. Leading the way from Northwood with 10 points was Olivia Oman with 9 points. Edwards, 7 points. Martin, 6 points for Chupp, 5 points for Bonner, 4 points for Bennett, 2 points for Kitson. Red. I think that's it. They shot 10 of 27 from inside the arc, 7 of 23 from beyond. Both teams shooting 7 of 23 from beyond. And they shot 4 of 7 from the free throw line. So with that being said, we're going to hang things up here. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.